Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the season Starcraft English commentary. We're back here with another nice games of Flashy Boy, and let's see how he fares against other pro gamers. Since he's coming back to the pro scene, he's been mainly doing university stuff. He's not been really actually practicing and playing real Starcraft game, but nonetheless he's been doing okay, and his rankings is quite high, at least in terms of elo scores is not bad. And his next opponent is going to be none other than Bess, my favorite buddy, my best friend. As you can see a picture of me taking with him. At bottom right of the screen, this picture was taken last weekend. We were just going out to Gangnam district and having a beer. No, just kidding. This picture was taken 25 million years ago. So I will put this picture away because it's no longer befitting in this occasion. It's going to be, yeah, once again, Best versus Flash. The map is Deja Vu. Let me just quickly show you the map photo. Here it is, 4-player map with Flash at the bottom left of the screen in the brown color. Best at the top right of the screen in the teal greenish, whatever is the name of Shrek color, right? And here are the map stats. As you can see on this map, Deja Vu Terran enjoys a 52% win rate out of 237 games. So it's okay, slightly Terran flavored, but not by much. And let's see how he will fare against one of the top Protoss players these days. Very, very, very strong, Best. And let me just quickly show you the elo stats before we get carried away by the wind. Here are the top 10 players in broodwar today. So you can see Flash is number 5. Is that correct? Yeah, he's number 5. And actually, Bess is not up here. He's, he's somewhere, but he's not here. And I will tell you exactly where he is because his elo score is 1267. And to make the top 10, you need to have 1294, which is the score that Rush has right now. So he's just in the top 15 maybe top 20, but not exactly in the top 10. So that's exactly what we have. And in terms of win rate, as you can see in the last 30 days, Best has played 24 games against Terran. He's won about 2/3 of the games. And as for Flash, he's won 70% of his 27 games against Protoss. So it's gonna be a monstrous results for Flash. Flash is more well known for TVZ these days. If you've been following my channel, you know that he's experimenting a lot with Goliath versus Zerg player, but against Protoss players, he's got decent results as well. So don't count him out here. Looks like both players are gonna be coming out to scout, and SCV from Flash is gonna be going for cross map scouting. All right, looks like he will find his opponent last, and very fortunate for Best because he's gone for quick expansion. Not really that quick, but after gateway and core, he goes directly into the expansion, and this is gonna allow him a little bit more minerals here. This is a very, very usual build for Protoss to go for quick expansion without scouting and optimizing every single drops of mineral to get that early expansion. He will scout and find Flash right away, and this is good result for him. He might even see that a command center is gonna be built after he sees those 2 Marines. So that's very good for Best already. Flash will be in the dark, and Best will need to know, okay, he sees a command center. Is he gonna try to get on the high ground? He's not gonna try to get on the high ground. He's just gonna try to hang out here and see how many Marines will start to move across the map. And indeed, it is gonna be a quick add-on for Flash. I mean, no vultures. Of course, Best doesn't know that it's no vulture build. He just knows that it's 2 Marines at the front door, no bunker, and then a quick expansion. The SCV is gonna get chased away. Oh my god, the SCV to get chased away. Now the question is, does the SCV know about the timing of the command of the Nexus? Excuse me, because if he doesn't, if he suspects it's gonna be a normal timing Dragoon, then he's gonna be completely mistaken. But I don't think so. I think at this high level of gameplay, these guys know exactly. Okay, you have a Dragoon, but you're not using it to move forward. What's up with that? I know that you have quickly expanded. I know for sure. I think that is exactly what is going inside of those CPUs of Flash. He's using ChatGPT version 6.0. Unlike the rest of us, we're using still 4.0, whatever is the current version. I don't even know. Anyways, we have Robo coming down now from Best. Now Best is the inventor of the Temptoss strategy. Quick shuttle with high temperature drops, and just trade and fly something like 3-4 shuttles into the Terran player base. That is exactly his playstyle, and let's see how he does. So it's gonna be triple gateway with Robo and Ops now coming out from Best. This is very standard procedure. He wants to completely make sure he doesn't die to any kind of early aggression from the Terran player, but it's not gonna be the case. It's gonna be just a very, very normal expansion from Flash, and of course, Best is just being extra careful because you know what, he is slightly ahead economically, so he's gonna use some of that economy to kind of boost his military a little bit. We have 2 tanks, 4 Marines now, and let's see if Flash is going to try to come out here and attempt a little bit of a bust here. Let me just quickly show you what's exactly going on with the ASL situation. And we have 18 13 seasons so far, and Terran's got 8 championships, Zest got 7, and Protoss has got only 3. So that's something that I want to see more Protoss players focus on in the next year, 2025. What is it, 2026? It's next year, 2025. 2025 is next year, excuse me. I don't even know what century I'm living in. But Flash has got 4 wins in the previous ASL. Soki's got 3 and Best has got 0. So my bestie boy is gonna try to really work hard. And let's cheer for Best now, because he's gonna be facing up against a very early aggression from the Terran player. Flash coming up with 3 tanks, 4 Marines. This is a kind of a late light-esque build, guys. He will go forward, and if Flash is able to secure the high ground right outside of Best's base, and it's gonna be quite big problem for Best. But I think Dragoon range is done. His 3 gate is pumping full of units. He's gonna be going for observers first. Does his observer catch those units moving across? I think not. Those units are taking the long way. They're gonna go around, and exactly during this time, the observer is gonna pass and see nothing. He might see some blurbs of, you know, some vultures moving across the map or something. And right now, Best is trying to focus on anti-air. He's checking to see if any kind of, you know, forces are moving across the map from the air, but he doesn't see it. This observer will see the tank start to move out. He sees 1 tank. He knows exactly that it's going to be a heavy push coming to him. He's getting ready to expand, and that's a mistake. He's already expanded, but he can cancel his explanation. Yeah, that's right. He needs to have an explanation for his explanation, because it actually ill time right now. We're going to be having a nice attack. 4 tanks, 6 Marines. The Dragoon's going to try to get in the right position here. That's a lot of Dragoon. Flash is going to be in some serious trouble. Maybe 6 tanks. No, just 5 vultures supporting here. 1 tank is getting pushed back. 1 more tank will fall. 0 of the tanks have fallen already. That is very good result for Flashy Boy. Does he get 1 tank forward? Yeah, 1 of the tanks is getting sniped. The rest of the tanks will all die. The Dragoons are still here and alive, and again, trading tanks to Dragoons at this early stage is amazing, because you don't want the tanks to actually be in a siege position. We want them to actually just attack normally and die like this. And it looks like Flash is going to get pushed back, and the Nexus, more importantly, keeps going up. The Nexus was not disturbed in that battle, and now 3 gate economy is pumping very strongly for Best now, and Flash is in some serious trouble. He lost a lot of tanks. Of course, he's got his vultures, which will be able to actually have some speed upgrades. And if Best doesn't close his door right now, he's going to be in some serious trouble. 5 vultures getting ready to go for speed now. I think speed upgrade is on the agenda, if not gonna complete very soon here. More gateways coming down from Best. Of course, he's gonna be fearful of the threat of you know, drops. But Probe's gonna get transferred, but he needs to close his door to the 3rd base right now. He needs to actually go there. He will start to go there with some of the Dragoons, and he will get some of the vultures out of position. Looks like these vultures don't have speed, and those vultures get pushed back. So for the timing, Best has secured his 3 bases. He's closed the doors. Everything's going well. He has not lost a single probes in these attacks. And Flash has lost several tanks, several vultures. Looks like vultures gonna try to look for some openings. They will find some openings, but looks like they get pushed back right away. Those vultures don't have speed upgrade. They're so slow. And Flash is gonna be in some serious trouble. Observer sees exactly what Flash is building. He knows exactly how many factories there are. He knows. I think maybe Best is thinking of some timing attack here. We can actually plan his attack so that they start to time in the moment that Flash go for a 3rd base. It might be something. He might be able to time the Zelle with leg upgrades as well. Maybe the +1 of forge weapons upgrade for the ground forces might get timed. I don't know, because I don't think he's going for Shadow and Reavers. I didn't see the reverse export, but I don't think so. I don't think that is going to be the case. But anyways, 3 base is going to be going quite strongly here for Best. Yeah, he's going to be going for +1 upgrades and Templar Archive. So he's going for the long game, guys. He's not going to try to bust Flash right away, but he was trying to take it slowly and make sure he gets his 4 base economy coming up. For the timing, he's more focused on getting his 4th base ready. He's going to start to send some probes there. He's going to clear some of the various locations with his Dragoons and Observers, and he's going to allow Flash to expand. Flash is playing in the dark. He doesn't know what's waiting for him, so he's going to have to prepare for everything. He's going to have to put down a lot of turrets. He's floating command center right now to the 7 o'clock position, which is going to be a nice idea here. And that's great, but behind his Best is already expanding. He's going to try to take this base right here on the low ground. This is the right idea. I love it when a Protoss player go for these kind of, you know, low ground bases when they're ahead, because that's exactly what you need to be doing. You need to go for these bases that are easy to access and close to the Terran's base, because by the time the Terran is getting ready to assault that base, you already have a base on the high ground, and you can retreat the rest of your probes to the high ground, and that's going to allow you to have, you know, just scalability in terms of economy. You mine out the more dangerous bases first, and you mine out the safer bases later. But anyways, we are at the 10-minute mark of the game. Flash has got 100 supply, Best is only leading about 20 supply. So the supply difference is something that I want to think about for a little bit here, because usually during this time, Protoss want to be about 30 supply ahead, but he's only about 20 supply ahead. Granted, he's getting his 4th base up, and just now he's building Templars. So he's kind of at a weak spot, so it's kind of understandable that he's a little bit not so far in supply. But as I say, that Best is now 30 supply ahead of Flash, so that's going to be something that we can actually think about in the next part of the game. 280 APM for Best, of course, very, very low for Protoss player. Flash as a Terran player, 330 APM is rather high. Probe's going to get transferred, and Best is going to try to secure the top left of the screen. We actually can get some presence from the bottom right now. It would be great. It would be great if we could actually start to set up some bases at the top right, or maybe put some pylons, because right now he's completely in the lead. Flash is anticipating a Protoss Bulldog attack, but it's not coming. At least not right now. Look at how many supply depot Flash is building. This is fine, but this is gonna slow down the advancement of his forces. Later on, I think right now what Best can try to do is gobble up the entire map. If you can do that, is great, but he might attempt to for bust right now. At least he's gonna try to snipe the engineering, but he's gonna try to go for that when he backs down. He backs down, and one critically during this time, a single vulture gets to the top right on the screen, and that's gonna signal to Flash that you don't have presence in those areas at the time being. Anyway, he's gonna be having some vultures on right. Only 2 cannons. Oh my god, there's gonna be some detrimental effects to Best's economy now. Vultures start to get across, and they will snipe every single probe. They start to go to work now. Probes are running away. One cannon has fallen. The other cannon will start to get fall as well. At the last minute, probes going to get attacked. They need to pull back, because it looks like now the vulture is going to try to target the probes and not the cannon anymore. One cannon has got sniped, but now the rest of the dragoons are here to clear the area, so that's going to be the rest of these vultures dying now. Best is almost maxed out. 291 supply, Flash 135 supply. Every single probes kind of get massacred, but after this, what's next? Best need to expand before he actually initiates this attack. He's getting ready to come forward with a huge amount of army. Excuse me, he's got so many Zealot, he's got so many High Templars, Shadows, everything. He's maxed out now. He's leading by about 65 supply, but if he attacks now, it might be a mistake. I think it might be better to try to establish another base, especially the bottom right on the screen. He's got visibility on everything now, and Flash is just waiting. He's got his entire siege up tanks. He's got to just get ready for this, and Shadows start to fly. This is a Shadow without speed. So many siege position. Observer behind can see exactly what we have. Zelle start to move across the map. This is a mistake. He goes through. I don't know about this, but this is a huge battle. Looks like the Shadow is going to land some high templars. 1 storm, 2 storms, 3 storms, 4 storms at cast. Do we have 5? Do we have 6? We have 6 storms, but that's gonna be the end of the storm. It looks like the tank line have been completely breached supply, while Best 140, Flash 106. So still 40 supply differences, but Best has breached this area. We still have a lot of tanks on the left side. The right side start to get cleared out. Flash is gonna be losing so many tanks. Dragoons are gonna try to plow forward. The tanks need to focus on the Dragoons from the back side. At least 1 more tank's gonna fall on this side of the map, and it looks like every single tank has fallen. We have some tanks on the high ground, but it's not gonna be enough here. Does Best expand now, or should he go and try to take out this base? He's gonna try to go and take out this base, which is gonna be a great idea. Can Flash get supply block? I guess not. Look at the supply, 142 supply depots and only 89 units. Anyways, Flash is gonna try to save his base here. Best already send an Archon there towards the SCVs and start to attack. He's got a high templar getting ready to cast a storm. It would be great if he can cast a storm on all of those juicy SCVs right now. He's gonna try. He casts a good storm. How many SCVs remain? 3, and they would die really, really quickly. So I guess this battle has turned the way that Best is wanted. He's expanded towards the top left on the screen as well, and Flash has shown to us that maybe sometimes he can still lose this to strong opponents. And today is possibly not his day. At least this game was not possibly his game. But we will see. We will see if Flash is gonna try to come back or not. He's still got a chance, right? Because I guess the rest of the Protoss reinforcement is not coming. I guess they are start to come now. Oh my god, the Archon start to go to work on this tank here. 1 tank so damaged, and that tank will fall, and the other tanks don't even have time to get set up. And now just a move from Best. I mean, this is perfect situation for Protoss player. He just need to a move everything. We have a high tip in the corner, and just gonna cast a beautiful storm over every goddamn thing. These siege-up tanks don't have time to get, you know, prepped up here. Do we have our Stargate? No, we don't have Stargate. We don't have Stargate, but maybe Best doesn't really need it. 140 supply for Best. Best is not even paying attention to this base. It's got so many idle probes. These tanks don't have time to get sieged up. We don't have supply depot blocking. We don't have turrets. We've got nothing, nada, 0. And the next attack attack from Protoss, gonna crush everything. The tanks here, you can see they're attacking with A move. They're not sieged up, but anyways, Dragoons are actually kind of thinning out, so these tanks are actually making an advancement towards. But this is definitely a mistake from Flash. He doesn't have enough to take on the Protoss army with A move. He needs to use siege position, and now he will go for siege. That's gonna be a nice mine explosion to turn to damage the tanks, which is great. But I don't think this is gonna be the results that Flash wants. He needs to actually slow down now and set up his siege resistance, because Protoss love it when Terran A move. That's gonna allow him to use, just streaming Zelle, who doesn't need to have to use Shadow or anything like that. These tanks start to move across the map. Maybe Flash is thinking, if I don't push now and make some headway against the Protoss's top left corner screen, I will lose. And surely he will lose right now. The Shadow comes in with some high tech. There's gonna be some GG moment coming up soon, because the rest of the tanks get crushed like crazy. Protoss completely obliterating everything in the path, and GG from Flash. If you enjoyed this game, please feel free to buy me coffee. Link to that is going to be in the video description. My Zelle account is going to be this Zelle here, as Matt Damon has bought me coffee in the last 30 days, so should you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.